Hi, I'm Claire here at Many Hands Organic Farm in Barrie. It's March 21st, 2023, the first day of spring, and we are out pruning some peach trees. These two trees are in the front yard here, and we forgot to prune them when we did the orchards, but we're out here today. So this is a younger tree, and I've already gone and taken off any dead wood. So oftentimes where you see this year's new growth, which are the smooth red bark with the buds, you'll often see just a little shoot that's just dead wood from last year's fruit. So I've already gone and taken off dead wood. There was also just a bigger branch here that was dead. You can see after you've made the cut, there's no green there. It was just all dead wood. So I've made it two bigger cuts here, just taking off dead branches. And oftentimes when we're pruning peaches, on the very vigorous new shoots, we'll trim those back. Maybe a third, we'll take a third off because the peaches will set so much fruit that it can't ripen all of that fruit, and it's also heavy on the branches. But on this tree, I'm just gonna leave these for now. There's a lot of space here and it gets a lot of sunlight, and some of them weren't as strong, like this here just doesn't seem as vigorous. So I took off some dead growth here, but I'm just gonna leave that and not prune it back. That one looks, actually, I might take that off. I'm just gonna take this branch off. But for these other shoots, I'm gonna leave them and not prune them back yet. And there's more room over here now, so maybe this will fill in on this side of the tree. So later in the summer, hopefully sometime in June, we'll go along to each peach tree and thin off fruits. Just take off peaches so that we have maybe a peach every 4 or so inches. We'll just drop those fruits to the ground so that then those peaches can really ripen on the tree. So for this little one, didn't do a whole lot. We'll also probably come along and add wood chips when we get back to wood chipping. We'll put a couple loads of wood chips in a nice circle around the tree. And April 1st, I think we're going to start our foliar spraying on these trees. So we have a lot of recipes where we use products from Advancing Eco Ag, and there's a recipe for early
pre-bud
spring when the buds are
pre-bud. Yeah,
pre-buds opening, is that it? Yeah, so April 1st we start spraying these weekly. They'll get a weekly spray throughout the season. The recipe changes throughout the season. We can look at this tree. So from the house, we've noticed that this big branch broke after the snowstorm, because there's a lot of snow up in the trees. But now that we look at it over here, it looks like this was already just a very unhealthy branch. So that might have been one of the reasons why this broke during the storm, is that this is really damaged right here. But this tree still seems like it has a lot of energy and a lot of vigorous growth. So I think what we're going to do is just cut off this branch and leave this, for now, we'll leave these shoots and see if this has a few more years in it, this peach tree. Also on this tree, we're going to need to come with our highest ladders, our orchard ladders, and the tractor to prune up higher. Taking off, first we'll take off any dead wood. And I think on this also we might, maybe on some vigorous shoots we'd prune them back, but I'm kind of thinking on this tree maybe we'll leave them too. Like you can see here, this is dead, this here is dead, and this under here is dead. So
you want to take those off right now?
I think just by taking off dead wood, that might be all we need to do on this tree. See if I can do this. How long is this?
Can you talk about the equipment that we use, these saws and
I wanted
clippers?
to have all that equipment out.
But just these two saws and clippers and such. Who do you prefer to getting them from?
Hold on, let me cut through.
Yeah. These are Felco, are they not?
Yeah, so this pruning saw, these are just a little folding saw.
Yeah.
From Felco. We have several of these from Felco. These are really nice. We do bring the chainsaw out sometimes to make some bigger cuts for cutting some larger scaffold branches on the apple trees. I like these Felco pruners a lot. This is the anvil style that Jack introduced me to, but we also have another style that we use a lot as well. We always bring our loppers out when we're pruning. This is another tool we bring, loppers, which are very useful. We got Julie a small pair of loppers from your birthday. Didn't
No,
we
actually,
get you
these are, no, I got the big ones.
No, we gave you a pair.
Oh, maybe you
the
did.
The small pair, they're not very useful.
No, they aren't. These are fantastic.
This bigger pair is much more useful.
Yeah.
We have another loppers that's not so great. This is the other style of Felco pruners. Also very nice. And we have orchard ladders that we use.
From,
where did you get those?
Oh, that place up in northern Mass.
Yeah, so a 6 foot, is it 6, 8, and 12?
And 10.
Yes.
6, 8, and 10.
6, 8, and 10.
Yeah.
So
Tripod.
those are really nice. Yeah, tripod.
They have a pull out. They're aluminum. They have a pull out leg, so that you can put it up right up against the tree, and then you can walk up the ladder itself. Reasonably safe. They don't fall over so much, but if it looks like we're going to fall over, we just put somebody at the base of the ladder to hold it tight for us. Owesco, I can't remember if that's the name of the company, but they're in the northern Massachusetts, northwestern Massachusetts.
Okay.
There we go. Good. Wow.
So that'll be nice to see what happens with these branches. I think, yeah, the tree looks like it still has a lot of good energy.
These trees are also right in our front yard. We have these two, and we have a crab apple over there, which has been around for 40 years, but we're taking it down because it just keeps getting disease.
Here too, or no?
I don't know if we'll put another tree chair or not. But the hill gets a lot of action. Sometimes overzealous plowers plow into the trees, I think, and the chickens rip it apart, and our puppies like to dig in right around the trees. So it's a busy spot for these poor trees.
Yeah, this has a lot of nice growth on it. You can see all of these shoots and the buds that are getting a little bit fatter this time of year. So yeah, on this tree, it's a bit crowded, but I think after we've cut all the dead wood off the tree, I don't think we'll have to do too much thinning. I mean, maybe where stuff is touching, like right here.
You want to take that off right now?
You can see how these are crossing.
Can you get that off right now?
Yeah, I'll take it off.
Let me see if I can get down there. Just had a 18-inch snowstorm last Tuesday, so still waiting for that to melt, even though it's beautiful spring day today.
This doesn't look super vigorous, but I'm going to leave it just because there's a lot of sunlight. It'll get a lot of sun right there. This is some dead growth. I'll take this.
One thing I can say about our fertility program is that we've been here for 40 years, and we have always had peaches, but they were never as high quality as they are now. And that's true. We didn't even have apples at first, but now we're really getting those on a regular basis. And we have a very, very intricate program. And as we bring those out here and use them, we'll do another video and share with people those recipes as we go. But it's very important, I think, to give these trees, which work so hard. You can see every one of those little buds is going to have a peach on it, and it's just lots and lots of children for these trees to put out. So we give them the best support we can with fertility, and the chip mulch around them is really great. It brings more earthworms into the system, and then they're able to, attract more microbial life underneath the soil, and then they are able to feed the tree better. And that's what this is all about, is driving photosynthesis and making it possible for these microbes to work in tandem with the tree as it photosynthesizes and orders up the kind of fertility things that it needs. Pretty exciting stuff. We have excellent fruit here.
Yes. All right.
Anything else you want to share? Oh, I guess the big thing too is that really in June in Massachusetts, or in this part of Massachusetts anyway, we should be out here when the peaches are about maybe 1 to 2 inches in diameter, and just come out and thin them down so that they don't. A peach tree will break under the weight of the peaches. Apples don't usually break under a heavy weight, but they will oftentimes split, and they'll oftentimes split in the kind of hurricane-y weather that you get in
it's
late
a hard
August.
thing to do at first, to go and take all of those fruits off of the tree, but you get such better quality fruit
And size too.
It's juicy, and they're big and juicy, and
they ripen better.
And they ripen. I feel like if you don't thin, you can end up with just a whole tree of unripened fruit. And not have a good harvest.
Anything else you want to talk about?
So we are having a workshop here, a pruning workshop on April 1st. We'll be pruning another peach tree as well as an apple tree. We'll be doing some grapes and small fruits
blueberries.
as well. Blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. April 1st, 10 o'clock.
And we're not only just talking about pruning, but we'll also be talking about our fertility program, and we'll be sharing all of our recipes for
we might
all
do
of the
some
things we
spraying.
do.
Talked about
Actually,
spraying.
we're working on a lactobacillus foliar spray that we'll be ready by April 1st, and we'll probably give it its maiden voyage that day on our fruit trees. All right. Well, thanks, Claire.
Thank you.